line, wearing black trimmed with yellow and green and weighing in at 156 pounds. This native of Jamaica now lives a fight out of Washington, D.C. and comes to us tonight with a professional record of 47 victories, including 34 by knockout. He has 7 defeats in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former two-time champion of the world, Simon Montakia Brown. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue. He weighed in at 154 1/4 pounds. In 1996, he captured Olympic gold, and now, as a professional, he has a perfect record of 9 consecutive victories without a loss, 6 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the pride of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the American Dream, the undefeated David Reid.
So look at David Reid as he bows in all 4 corners of the ring to the crowd, and we have baseball coming up on most of these stations later, and to coin a baseball phrase, the fastballs are going to be a little bit faster tonight for David Reid, and the curveballs are going to break a little bit more, and the question is going to be, can he hit it at this level as well as he can at the others?
Well, Simon Brown is a guy who turned pro a long time ago. Since 1982, he's been in the ring. Many feel that he's on the backside, and I think that's true, but sometimes these older fighters can really suck it up for one big final effort, and we'll see tonight if Simon Brown can do just that.
And his last fight, of course, was for the middleweight championship. This weight a little bit more to his liking. He was telling us that middleweights walk around at 170, 175, and at this next level down, you're fighting guys that basically are your own size. But when you step up to fight a guy like Bernard Hopkins, you're fighting a guy who is really much bigger than you are.
Absolutely. David Reid is a physically bigger man than Simon Brown.
I think a real bottom line in this fight, Rich, is going to be the effectiveness of the jab of David Reid and his ability to keep Simon Brown off of him.
And not only getting that jab off, but coming in behind that jab. And they've worked very hard on keeping the right hand up. See where David Reid's right hand is? It's been up very high. He's got it up there to the side of his head. They don't want to let Simon Brown unloose that terrific left hook of his, so they're trying to come in. The strategy tonight is for David Reid to work behind the jab and to keep that right hand up to protect him against Brown's left.
Brown is set. A good left hand from Reid that rocked Brown. Well, Mills, you made a point I thought was good as we were driving over here tonight, that a lot of fighters don't grow old gradually. They just get old right now. And even though it's a nice thought to think that you could suck it up one last time, it's not always fact.
It's true. Sean O'Grady and I were talking about that. Simon Brown is an older fighter, and he's getting hit. Underneath he got hit. Good shot downstairs.
Combinations coming rapidly, and Brown has to cover up.
I don't think Brown is hurt yet, but he's been hit by that right hand of David Reid, and believe me, there's thunder in that right. Ask the Cuban amateur champion Alfredo Duvergel about that.
It was a fight that, for all intent, was lost. David Reid knew he was lost, and he went out there and whacked him and won the gold medal.
He was actually trailing after 2 rounds of that fight, 16-6, and went out there and won the gold medal with that big right hand. And he's displaying it here in the first round against Simon Brown.
And Brown has been unable to work his way inside, and that is an absolute must if Simon Brown's going to have any chance in this fight. Quick hands from David Reid, in and out. We asked David Reid, what happens if he whacks you? And he had a very simple answer.
You're talking about Simon Brown. Yes, well, Brown said, what if he hits you with that, we asked him, what if he hits you with that big right? He said, well, I'm going to hit him back. And if he hits me twice, I'm going to hit him back twice.
So far, however, he's been unable to do that as we wind down toward the end of the first round. And Brown has just been unable to do any business whatsoever. Championship boxing on Saturday. Coming back after this. Number 2, big first round for David Reid, the hometown fighter from Philadelphia and the Olympic champion. Let's look at the numbers in the first round. And that's amazing. He landed almost twice as many punches as he threw. Now that is tough to do.
They got it turned around, but he wins around 10-9. David Reid.
Now that's really quick. And again, Reid starts the second round as he finished the first. And he's just got Simon Brown completely out of sync right now. Brown is a guy who needs to get inside to be effective, has been unable to do that at all. Now, we talked earlier about Shane Mosley and his dad, Jack, who is very much a part of his corner and a part of his life. Well, Al Mitchell, not the father of David Reid literally, but certainly the father of David Reid figuratively. And right now, Al Mitchell is with Sean O'Grady. Sean?
Al Mitchell, he looks very talented out there. What do you see? Well, today he's using the jab a lot more, and he's giving us a lot more body shots. And we told him Simon was going to look for the right hand, but they've got a good left hook. Why is he using the jab so much? It's important with a guy like Simon, a veteran. Yeah, he's going to come back off of the jab. He's going to come with his double jab and the right hand. And the jab, the double jab, and the fake with the jab will stop the right hand. Do you think the jab is winning this fight? Definitely, definitely. And not only that, it's setting up for everything else down the line.
Yeah.
What about down the line? Down the line, I'm looking for the third or fourth round the way he's working to the body. Do you think you're going to turn it up then? I think he's going to pick it up as the rounds go along. All right, we're going to look for that. Hey, guys, they say they're going to turn it up about the third or fourth round. He looks great so far. David Reid.
Very effective so far. Thanks, Sean, and thanks to Al Mitchell. Reid doing everything asked of him so far. Did a couple of good body shots a moment ago and just completely dictating the tempo of this fight. But let me bring this up right now because somewhere along the line we've got to, and that is the eye of David Reid. The left eye, as you can see, he has a droopy eyelid, and he's had surgery on it a couple of times, but it's still there.
And listen, this gets back also to Al Mitchell. He says, look, I love this kid. I would never do anything to put him in a dangerous situation. If I thought there was anything really to fear because of that eye, I would not let him fight. I mean, they've been together since David's been 11 years old, and we saw Reid there now.
Oh, it's just big right hand. It was set up by right hand a moment ago, and it just put Simon Brown right on the seat of his pants.
You know, Simon just has not been in this fight at all.
Let's see if David Reid tries to jump on him. This just the second round, remember, and there's still 12 seconds to go. Brown missed a wild left hand. Reid easily got out of the way of it. And Brown back against the ropes. Looked like he was going to go again. Finally spins his way out at the bell, but a big round for David Reid.
And blood coming from the nose of Simon Brown. The only thing I think that could stop Reid, it would appear, is if he got reckless and very careless